Alrighty, good.
Oh, I
Good
can't hear you.
afternoon now. You can't hear me?
Now I can.
Yeah, okay, we'll start. So, good afternoon. My name's
Yeah.
Tess, and I'm the professional STEM tutor at the center. And I'm going to start with just a basic question. Tell me about yourself. So, your name, your major, where you're from, and where you're living on campus this semester.
So my name is Yacky Reyes. I am an undecided business major. However, I'm switching to liberal arts in the fall. I'm currently commuting. I'm from Pensacola, New Jersey.
Nice. Okay, and then a question I've added on is did you make that decision because of the pandemic, or were you always planning to commute?
Because of the pandemic.
Yeah, that's what I had. One student was on campus, but a few students weren't. But it was a mixed bag. Some students had wanted to commute originally, and then some students were pressured by the pandemic. So, are you planning to go back on campus next semester?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, okay, cool. So, obviously, you've had success coaching. So, my first question is, from your experience with it, how would you describe what a student success coach is to a new student?
It's more of someone like like a close friend who you could talk to about your college experience and any questions that you have concerning like academics, housing, etc. So,
Yeah, and I think we hit on this a little bit in the other podcast. I like the idea of a close friend, especially in the pandemic. Like it's not as natural to make relationships. Like it's harder
right.
through the
Yeah.
screen. So to have like I called it like a built-in friend, it's really nice. And because you don't know, like one student said they were told where to go out to eat in Philly. You usually hear that from classmates and like upperclassmen, but nobody's interacting as much.
Right.
I'm a first year grad student, so I said I'm kind of on your same level. Like I'm kind of a freshman in grad school, and I felt that like there's not a community as much because you only go to campus to get your work done and leave. Like you don't want to eat lunch in public because of the pandemic. So hopefully that'll all change. I hope that you get like the more normal college experience next year. But I'm
I
glad that
hope
you
so
like
as
success.
well.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm glad that you enjoyed your success coach and you found it beneficial. Can you tell us a little more about the experience? Like what did you do in a session?
So it was more, we would discuss more of like my academics, my personal interests, his as well. We would combine that together. We would kind of relate on that.
Yeah.
We would also come into like an understanding of where I'm supposed to like, meet my goals and so on. Like he would help me
Hmm.
achieve those goals. So,
Yeah, it's kind of like this director because you have so much going on. Like obviously it's not like high school where your professors talk, right? Like your
right.
professors don't interact, so it's all on you to kind of make their goals align with your time scale. So that
Mhm.
seems like a real again, I didn't have success coaching when I was in college at LaSalle.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't it's a newer position. So I'm hearing all about it and I'm just seeing ways that it could have fit into my uh schedule. So what is one benefit you feel that you gained? Like something you learned through working with a success coach?
So I learned that communication's key. Like I need to learn how to communicate more with my professors and especially with my student success coach just because, with him I'm getting to where I want to be.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
and not to keep bringing up like this pandemic, but communication is another hard thing
Yeah.
right now. Like I think about all the student like how many times at the end of class I would go up to the professor, right? You can't do that anymore. Like you
Right.
have to schedule a meeting, you have to be really forward on that line of communication. That's difficult. Like I used to just if I had a question, I'd write it down and right after class be like, "Go ahead, you have a minute." So that's interesting. And then also with the success coach, you need to go out and make that line of communication. So that's
Hmm.
awesome. So what's one piece of advice you have for incoming freshmen about how to be successful at LaSalle?
Um just be on top of everything, have good time management.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of work. Learn how to,
Mm-hmm.
manage your time correctly, incorporate your studies in any way you can, and stay on top of everything.
How did you manage your time? Do you use like a planner, a calendar? What do you like to use?
A planner.
Planner. That's what
Yeah,
me and the last student were just talking about that too. I have like love to show it. I have my planner right here. Like I always have it on me. Get
yeah,
organized. I like that piece of advice. I think organization really determines success. I'm a big believer that organization can up your grade. You could be the best at a subject, but if you're not organized, And I've seen it because right now, like, I'm a TA and I'm grading, and I know these students, and I'm just like, "You are not organized." Like, it's so much more difficult. You gotta pull it together, and if you're organized on top of understanding, it's like this power thing, so
Yeah, and way
yeah.
easier.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Well, it's really nice to meet you
It
virtually.
was nice meeting you.
Thanks for taking the time to do this.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. Bye.